Hello, this is Keith with EveningShadowsTarot.com. If you'd like to see my webpage, go below this video and you can click on the link. We're doing a series now of Ouija boards combined with tarot reading. And this is not a complete Ouija board. They only took part of this and Ouija board, and you'll see the goodbye and the hello on here. And the person uses the planchette, and there's going to be letters. This was a little too large to use with my camera, and so we were using just this one portion of the Ouija board. The tarot cards are designed by Pamela Coleman Smith, and they were designed over 100 years ago. This is the standard deck that most people use and like. I'm going to see if this reading pertains to you, if you would like to watch this and see if this is giving you a message. Let's see where the first card brings us. It has to do with cups, and this man is sitting here and he's holding cups, and there are 4 of them, and he has 3 cups down here that he already has, and this one, a cloud, is just offering him something. He's offering him a deal of some kind, and he's just staring into space. He's not paying attention. So what this is doing is telling you that there's going to be an opportunity to come towards you, and don't just ignore it. Reach out there and take it. It's going to be good for you. Something that you hadn't thought of. The next one has to do with the Page of Wands, and the page introduces and has messages. And the message here is that a wand can be used by the common man. It can be cut in the forest. You just get as straight a one as possible. And you notice that it can be used as a walking stick. It can be used as a tool. Let's say you're moving rocks, and it can be a tool or it can be a weapon. Let's say that you're in the forest walking and a pack of wolves attack you. You can fight with that. So it's a multiple tool. The next one has to do with the Empress, and this Empress represents reproducing, productivity. She can grow anything in a garden. She also can have children, very fertile, and a good person to have on your side. The next one is Temperance. And the Temperance card says, don't overdo anything. We can overplay, we can overwork, we can overspend, we can pick one of 2 things and overdo almost anything. And what it's telling you is be careful and not to overdo any one particular thing. And when I say overwork, well, I know some of you can identify with that because you would feel that way. The next one has to do with a sense of humor, and the page is holding a cup, which means emotion, and he's laughing, and so this person has a good sense of humor because there's a fish in that, and he's laughing about that fish being there. Someone has done that as a joke. The next one has to do with a fool, and we're always taught that to never call a man a fool, but when these cards were designed over 100 years ago, the fool was somebody who hadn't been out in the world. He just didn't know the things about the world. And you'll notice he's just left home. He has a stick across here, and he has a knapsack, and that's probably he's got a set of clothing in there maybe, and he also may have something to eat. And he's just whistling and going along, and he hasn't learned that there's certain things to be afraid of in the world. And he's about to step off the cliff. His little dog is telling him, no, 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 be careful here. So he does have one good friend, doesn't he? The next one has to do with coins, and it's pentacles. And you'll notice that there are 8 pentacles here. He's working on one. Now, pentacles, he's not really making money. He's not counterfeiting money. What he's doing is this symbolic. He's got an extra job, and he is using that job to make something to bring in pentacles, bring in extra money. And that's something that we might all consider right now. If you happen to have a little extra time and can work in a part-time job, maybe it can be your hobby to make some extra money. Everything seems to be going up right now. So the next one has to do with the pinnacle again, and this is the Knight, and he isn't rushing. So he's telling you, don't rush out and spend money. Be careful with your money. Don't just go wild. The next one has to do with truth. This is the Queen of Swords. She's holding this sword up, and that brings truth. So there's something that you're needing to know and accept. And I think that it's probably that our economy is suffering right now, and things are going to cost more, and that we're going to have to face up to the truth that we're going to have to be more careful with our money and spending, be wise. The next one is a wand, and it's one, and it means starting over, and this represents the common man. And so this is telling us that we're going to have to work a little harder to make that extra money. The next one has to do with the lovers. And so this tells me that this is not about one single person. This is about a couple. They can be partners. It can be a man and a woman. They can be married. They can be partners. Whatever. But they do love and care about each other. And so this is about a couple, and they are very loving. The last one has to do with a page of swords, and again I told you the page announces things, and he's going to announce some truth, and we've pointed this out here and here about the truth. I hope this will help you, and I hope that it fits you. It's a good reading, and I thank you so much for watching, and if you would subscribe, I would appreciate it, and give me a thumbs up, and hit that little bell, and so that you'll get notification. I have I've been on here less than 3 months, short of 3 months, and I've already done 143 different videos for you. Some are games, some are readings where you claim them like this one. I hope this will help you, and I thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.